pause that for just a minute. Christmas music, making dinner, nice and warm in here, cold outside. Oh, it's the holiday season. But a lot of people recently have been asking about the lights we use under the Airstream. These are solar powered lights, so you just expose them to the sun for a couple hours during the day. They last all night long. We got them on Amazon.
Yes, you'll find them in our store. I'll link to it above.
There's a little button on the back. Click for brightness number 1, brightness number 2, and then off. We leave them on 1 because frankly we haven't found that we need number 2.
And they last longer that way.
Yes, yes they do. So you've been asking why we use these. Well, in Oregon last year, we developed a mice problem inside the Airstream.
Oregon, Idaho, that might have been the 2 main states.
2 main ones, yes. So what we found is when we put lights under the Airstream shining around the Airstream's bottom, I guess, the belly, that's a better word for it. The belly, we have gotten 0. And I do mean 0, absolute 0 mice problems every single night that we've used lights. You don't have to use these particular ones, but we happen to like these because they work so well. They're easy, they're solar, don't have to charge them, don't have to put batteries. They're just really, really easy to use. And mice do not like the light. So we understand. And frankly, based on our observations, that's true. So we use these. We don't have a single mouse in the Airstream because of it, and really, that's why we use these.
We'll link to a video up above about our whole mouse journey and everything we tried and the absolute mess. The only time I've been super ill this entire time we've been traveling is when I cleaned up after the mice. And it was gross.
In Oregon,
In Oregon, and it was gross. And so after that, we became super good about leaving the lights out and making sure we have light under the Airstream. And like Steve said, no trouble since, so.
Yes. And by the way, we have a rosemary tree, which smells, as you might expect, of rosemary. It smells very delicious, and it works great.
Our little Christmas tree.
That's right. We had one of these last year too. It was perfect. Nice and small, sits right on the desk, right in front of these reindeer Christmas caroler things. And yeah, it's nice. Now we're cooking dinner.
Yep. Mexican.
Peppers, tomatoes, avocado, cilantro.
Mexican quinoa.
Mexican quinoa. Oh. And some black beans.
Today is our last full day in Prescott, and it is already 11:30 a.m. and we have not done much outside of the Airstream because we were filming for the course. Steve is now editing and getting things together for the course, and I have been scheduling videos. Time to get out of the Airstream and go walk outside.
Yes, it is. It's been a long morning.
It's been a long morning. Meanwhile, the other night we had a fire with our gas fire pit. Haven't had one of those in like almost a year, but they don't have real fire pits here. And it was nice and cold and perfect time to do it. It was fun.
Yeah. You put flavored or scented wood chips in here?
Like you would to like run a smoker, so like alder
nice.
or applewood or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you actually get some smoke. So we just walked out of the, well, down the campground a bit, and now we're on this other trail, which is supposed to take us up into the rocks. Screwed up.
We've been getting stuff done. We greased the Zerks on the hitch because it's been creaking a bit. We haven't done that since Colorado. I emptied the composting toilet, put it back in. Didn't notice there was some leftover compost, just the coconut core in the seat when I did that, and then went to clean the pipe that we had the issues with 2 weeks ago. So I thought, oh, great time to pour some vinegar down there and make sure it stays clean, except it pushed all the dirt down there. So now it's clogged again. So, unfortunately we are not in St. George, and we do not have my father-in-law's handy toolkit or his expertise. But Steve knows what he's doing now, and he just ran out to Home Depot to get the correct tools, which we knew we'd have to get. We just didn't think we'd have to get them this soon. We think the dirt did the same thing as before, which is clogged up here somewhere, and we need the right tools to take the PEX off and replace it. So yeah, my bad. And if you end up doing this renovation that we did, make sure you don't get any compost, any of the coconut core or whatever down that area, because it will clog it up.
I think I am in love with, well, with Courtney first.
Even though I screwed up.
With Courtney first, but second PEX. PEX, which is what I'm holding here in my hand, is so cheap and easy and strong. The clog, let me show you where that was. In our nifty little composting toilet here, you remember the modification we made, but the clog was in actually this part. So the lower part right here, this part was fine, the clog was right there. So all we did is we had to disconnect this piece and take this entire unit out. But the PEX was being a little bit of a pain, so I couldn't actually get it off the brass fitting for the elbow. So I had to actually cut it off, and then I went up to Home Depot. I bought this. This is a 5-piece, well, it's 4.5 now, foot. Yeah, 5-piece. 5 foot or 4.5 foot now, piece of PEX, $1.86. So you can do a whole lot with PEX for not a lot of money, and it's just so easy.
Everything works now, everything's clean, and now I know to be extra careful with the dirt or the coconut core so it doesn't get into the lid, so that when I go and clean it or something, it doesn't cause clogs. How we went 1.5 years without ever clogging that, and now we've clogged it twice in 2 weeks.
You're talking to some really serious folks, because we're telling over 11,000 people, hopefully we don't clog our toilet again anytime soon.
And we showed you both times we did.
And we showed you both times we did. Yeah, PEX. And by the way, we're going out to dinner. Where are we going? I have no idea. Tell them, Courtney.
Rosa's Pizzeria had good reviews. They make gluten-free pizza, so I think we're gonna go there, get some Italian food, maybe go to the meadery afterwards for one drink, because it's our last night in Prescott before we head over to Cave Creek tomorrow. And I think we earned it after everything that happened today. Today was one of those days. Got a lot done. Everything went a little bit haywire, took longer than it should have. Stuff like that.
Believe it or not, the thing that went the easiest was greasing our hitch.
Yeah, that went pretty easy.
The Zerks. That was easy.
Yeah. So the next thing you'll probably see is us packing up and getting ready to leave tomorrow and head to see family in Cave Creek. I'm so excited. Who wants to go for a walk? We can go for a walk. Yes. Is it walk time? Is it walk time? Yeah.
No. She just shook her head no. Oh!
That was Penny.
Penny just bopped the camera.
She says it's walk time, Dad. I heard it. I heard it.